She got all the flavors, make you fall in love.
Egbo and Ewa. It's a typical OSOGBO people's food. It's simply beans and corn. This is not fresh corn. This is overly old and dried corn. This is corn that has been processed. The skin has been peeled off. A machine actually do this process, but you have to pick by hand just to make sure there's no stones. So many people sell it and you find stones, but this vendor of mine sells really clean ones. What you need to do is to soak this for a very long time. You can soak it say 5 p.m. if you are using it the next morning. Unfortunately for me, I almost forgot I have this order to deliver the next day. I soaked this 9 p.m. in the night when I was already on my bed. I just remembered and I ran out. I soaked it, and 3 a.m. in the morning, because this order was going out by 8 a.m. 3 a.m. in the morning, I woke up to cook it. I knew for a fact that I was going to cook this forever, like it's going to take long. So the best option to shorten the time is to use a pressure pot. Hello beautiful, welcome back to my channel. You're very welcome. If you are new, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you like it here, and please subscribe if you end up liking my videos. So guys, like I was saying, Egbo is actually corn, and I don't know, I just fell in love with this food. Actually, the popular Yoruba people's food that everybody know is amala, ewedu, gbegiri. So people don't even like gbegiri, but I like all of the mixture. But you see this particular one, I call it the special meal, just the way Igbo people, which I am, we call ukwa. If you know ukwa, which is breadfruit, we call it special meal. Okay, so that is how this one is for me, because anything that takes longer time to cook, it can only be made for special occasions, right? So this is what Egbo is. So all you need to do is to soak it for longer time, just so your cooking process can reduce. So once you are done, make sure you wash it before you soak it. Once you are ready to use, rinse it twice to remove the fermented water or the water that was on it before, and then pass it on to a pressure pot. Pressure pot is your best bet, trust me. Like, you want this to be fully cooked. A lot of people say they don't eat this outside because they are scared it's not well cooked, but yeah, you need a pressure pot to get that softness that you will need. As that is cooking, like I said, I woke up 3 a.m. to start this cooking. I went ahead to clean my panla fish, which is what I'll be using for this recipe. All you need is boiled beans, boiled egbo. The sauce you are making is what makes the difference. Okay, the sauce is actually what will tell you that okay, this person know how to make egbo, because the sauce has to be saucing, and it consists of panla fish and momo. So I have bring out my panla, which is 12 in number, just as the client requested. I bought some pomo. I have some dried pomo that was gifted to me. I soaked that a day. The same time I soaked the egbo, I went ahead and soaked that pomo, which is what you are seeing, and it's rised up before the time I was using it. It was soft and ready to use. So I'm just going to go ahead and clean the pomo I just bought. If I clean everything, if you don't clean your pomo well, trust me, you are not going to like it. And yeah, next up, it was already 5 a.m. I think, and I went ahead and put my beans on the stove. At this point, my egbo, I had to check it, and as you can see, it's already cooking perfectly, but you still have to cook. Just press it with your hands so you will know when it's ready. Like I said, for those of you that are wondering, egbo is corn, dried old corn that you probably use for pap, to make pap. So what they did, they processed it with a machine, removed the skin, and it's left with the whites. That's why you're seeing it as white. It is left with the white part. So you just have to be checking like 30 minutes, 1 hour to be sure that it's cooking fine. Now it's time to make the magic, which is the sauce. The sauce is basically made with palm oil. You can use only palm oil, but I like to mix it with some soya oil, vegetable oil, whatever oil I am using in my kitchen. So you want your oil to be like a lot, because see, if you don't make a lot of oil, your egbo is not going to come out well. As in, I don't know how to say it, but yeah, you need a lot of oil for this sauce because it goes well with the combination of the egbo and the beans. And for the egbo and beans, you need a particular ratio. If you are using a Congo of egbo, you will need 2 Congo of beans. That's the best ratio to go with the serving, in case you are wondering, or in case you will be trying this. For example, 1 cup of egbo to 2 cups of beans, 1 cup of beans to half cup of egbo. So with this ratio, your serving is going to come out really nice. So I added some vegetable oil. I added more, okay, more oil, and you can see it's much and it's enough. So you want to eat this up a bit, then go ahead and add a lot of onions. See, emphasis on a lot. This is onion season, so you can try this. Wondering where you can get egbo? Egbo is sold in local supermarkets. Like, you can get it in almost all supermarkets. It's called cornmeal, or yeah, cornmeal in English, but yeah, you will definitely see the local name on it, which is Egbo, Egbo, Egbo. It's really nice. Like I said, this is not a general Yoruba dish. It's a typical OSOGBO people's dish. Unlike amala, that is like general, this one is typical Osogbo people's dish. So fry your onion until fragrance. Make sure you are stirring so it doesn't burn. Then what you will need next is your roughly blended pepper mix, which consists of a lot of bawa with shobo. Okay, pepper, you want it to be spicy, you want it to be pepperish. Remember, we are cooking for our Yoruba in-laws, so you want it to be pepperish, okay? And just a little bit of tomatoes. You want to blend a lot of onions together with the pepper mix, okay? Emphasis on a lot of onions when it comes to this particular sauce. So go ahead, add that to your pot and just allow it to simmer for a long time until you know that, okay, this thing is well fried. And at this point, it was already 6 a.m. or thereabouts, and it was almost school time, like for me to take my daughter, wake her up, take her to school. And the only thing I could think of is taking this thing outside straight to my commercial cooker, just so that it comes up easily and I can make use of this particular cooker for my daughter's school lunch. So yeah, I'm going to take it outside and you're going to see the rest of it while it's cooking.
She know how to.
So now our egbo is ready, and for the egbo there are some tricks to keep it very fresh and moist. If you leave your egbo to air, it's going to dry up. If you put it in a cooler, it's going to spoil, like it's going to sour before you use it for your event. So the best thing to do is to put it in a bowl like so, cover it with a nylon. You saw me sprinkling water on it. You want to keep that moisture locked up, okay? You can go ahead and add some warm water, but I didn't have warm water. I just sprinkled some tap water because the egbo is still very hot. So wrap it up with a nylon or cling film like I just did and cover it. This is the best way to preserve your egbo. It comes out moist, fresh whenever you want to use it, and it doesn't go sour. So outside, my sauce is boiling, and now it's time to add my kpomo. I added my kpomo early because, you know, I didn't pre-cook this kpomo. It's quite soft. It's not hard at all. This is soft kpomo. So I added that, and I'm still going to add my fish now because I want to add all of this before adding my ingredients. I want everything to boil together, like simmer together, all of the ingredients I'll be adding to go right in. For this, you really do not need a lot of ingredients. You don't need curry, you don't need thyme, you don't need all of those seasoning that gives sharp taste. All you need is crayfish, lots of it if you have it. But because lasso is always there for me, I use lasso fish seasoning. And then you want to use some seasoning powder, some salt, and yeah, that's basically all you need. You don't need any ash or strong fragrance seasoning like thyme or all that. Remember, this is supposed to be, or this is a local dish, so none of that is needed. Your fish is going to release its own flavor, and everything is going to smell good, taste good, and it's going to come out really nice. So as you can see, I've added my fish. I'm going to go ahead and add all of the seasoning I just mentioned, and you will see what we get next.
Welcome to my channel. Temilayo and Temilayo and she know how to season. She got all the flavors, make you fall in love. And now I can't get enough. She been with me for a while. She been my partner in crime. She taught me everything I know. She taught me everything I know. Welcome to my channel.
So you want to stir to combine all of your seasoning together with your fish and everything. So it should be boiling like so. Reason I came out because there's no time, okay? And before you say there's too much oil, remember I said for this particular serving you will need oil, because these people like oil. They like their pepper, they like their oil. And remember guys, it's not one person that is going to drink all this oil. This is going to be like a 50-person servings. You heard me right? 50-person serving. So just use your mind and divide this into 50 places, and then you see that it's not much. At the end of the day, this is what we came up with. Our beans is ready, our egbo is ready, our sauce is ready, and it's time for delivery. I hope this video is something you like. Please give it a thumbs up, comment, and yeah, I will see you in the next one. If you would like to try this, or if you have tried it before, let me know in the comment section. Bye bye.